Hey lads and lasses, how's it going? Today, I'm doing another book haul. They're a bit not usually what I'm doing now. And yeah, going like small to large. Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? First one, I'm not gonna lie, I picked this up from Oxfam because it was in the horror section and it's just really little, like and I may have found out after I bought it that, well, it's for 11 to 13 year olds, but still I think it's pretty cool. It's called Sacred to Death, and I'll read you the blurb here. You sent me into eternal darkness, I want nothing less for you. Deep beneath the slick sour city, a dark heart stirs, seeking chaos. Deep inside an ordinary teenager, a secret deadly power is emerging. When Paul meets the enigmatic Red Man, he begins a hell-raising journey that takes him from the streets and subways of London today back to the city slums in the realm of Jack the Ripper, and into the horror of Hell's Underground. A thriller and a horror story. Scared to Death is Alan Gibbons at his best. I thought that said Sacred to Death. Not Scared to Death. The font size is pretty normal. Yeah. Someone like wrote an N up there. Must be something from belong to that kid or something. Right, the next one. Ignore the toilet paper on the top. Nos 4A2 by Joe Hill, who is Stephen King's son. I don't have many bookmarks, and I tend to like read a bit into a book and then stop and then read another book and then going back to another book, so it has toilet roll in it. I don't like when they have like stickers like that. I think it's makes it a bit rubbish, but I don't mind too much on this one. It's a really good book. Right. Charlie Manx has the coolest car, a 1939 Rolls-Royce Wraith. All the kids love it, especially its NOS 42 vanity plate. Coolest of all is when they get to ride in it, down the street and far away. Goodbye home, goodbye family. There's no returning once you've ridden in the Rolls-Royce Wraith. Those kids are Charlie's children now, except for Vic McQueen. She's the only one who ever got away. Now all grown up with a son of her own, Charlie Manx is just a bad memory, something to be forgotten. But Charlie never forgets, not ever. And now, 25 years later, he's got his sights on Vic's young boy. He's going to make sure McQueen will be with him forever. It's really cool. It's about this girl and she's got like this bike and she can go down this magic tunnel and it brings her to where she wants to go. I really recommend it. It's really good. The next one. This one was pretty weird because I was looking at videos in Whitby, which if you're from the UK you probably heard of. It's like a little seaside resort, and it is where Dracula was written. Well, most of Dracula, I believe. Some of it might have not been written in Whitby. Bram Stoker stayed there for like 6 years, I think. And it's a huge tourism thing. But I saw someone reading this book in Whitby on YouTube, because I've been looking to go back to Whitby, and that is weird because later on I just saw this book. You see, it's reflective, it's on my neck. I saw this book at Waterstones later on in the day. It's weird because I'd never heard of it before that day. But it's the cult classic that inspired Dracula, Carmilla. It's a pretty short novel. It's a really cool looking book, written by I think that's Irish. And please don't crucify me if I get this wrong. Sheridan Le Fanu. I'm sorry to anyone Irish. I got nothing against you. I love your whiskey. In an isolated castle deep in the Austrian forest, Laura leads a solitary life with only her ailing father for company, until one moonlit night a horse-drawn carriage crashes into view, carrying an unexpected guest, the beautiful Carmilla. So begins a feverish friendship between Laura and her mysterious entrancing companion, but as Carmilla becomes increasingly strange and volatile, prone to eerie nocturnal wanderings, Laura finds herself tormented by nightmares and growing weaker by the day. Predating Dracula by 26 years, Carmilla is the original vampire story, steeped in sexual tension and gothic romance. It's about 150 pages, so that's the amount as Black the Mist. There. The next book haul video is going to be pretty gothic. I've got a certain something by Bram Stoker on the way, and also something from another very famous horror writer, and I got it on eBay, and it's from the 1910s, I think specifically 1916 I think it's from, like that copy specifically. It's really cool. Just a little thing I'm saying. I should be coming like next week. But, the next one, I found this in Knoxon as well. Bruce Sterling, Holy Fire. It's fantasy. They actually write the genre on the inside when they're selling it and the price. It cost me $1.99. Also, I've read the blurb like 5 times and I've still no idea what this book is about. So, yeah. I believe it's a first edition, this one. It's a bit tanned, the book. Mia Zeman is 93 years old with decades of living before her, who's cracking under the weight of ennui. She may have the body and mind of a 30-year-old, but she's seen it all and done it all. What next? In a world changed almost, but not quite beyond recognition by the unceasing march of technological progress, Mia isn't unusual, but in Europe there is a movement away from the mundane concerns of most of those who have lived long and hard. In Prague, Mia confronts not only her boredom, her fear of entropy, but a whole new philosophy that challenges her very sense of self, pleasure, creativity, beauty, joie de vivre. With holy fire in your blood, anything is possible. Right, so I may have butchered the Irish name before, and I may have butchered that French just now, but I'm not going to apologise to the French, because they deserve worse. I would say that's just a joke, but French people are just wrong. If you're French, right, and you're watching this video, why? Why are you French? Just put it in the comments. Just tell me why you chose to be French. F to your country. But if you had a tier list of countries, France would be its own tier, and be below like North Korea and like the Congo, Burkina Faso. Okay, final one. I tease this in my community tab. Fairy Tale, the W.H. Smith special edition. You can see the collector's edition thing there. I would absolutely love this edition if it didn't have this. Although it's better than it used to be, because they used to actually say W.H. Smith on these ones, but they make it purple because the original UK cover is blue. If I realise, I might get the original UK cover. Focus. And you can see the lad and his dog, I believe she's called Radar, German Shepherd, and it looks really good. Legendary storyteller Stephen King goes into the deepest well of his imagination in this spellbinding novel about a 17-year-old boy who inherits the keys to a parallel world where good and evil are at war and the stakes could not be higher for their world or ours. Charlie Reed looks like a regular high school kid, great at baseball and football, a decent student, but he carries a heavy load. His mom was killed in a hit-and-run accident when he was 10, and grief drove his dad to drink. Charlie learned how to take care of himself and his dad. Then, when Charlie is 17, he meets a dog named Radar and her aging master, Howard Bowditch, a recluse in a big house at the top of a big hill, with a locked shed in the backyard. Sometimes strange sounds emerge from it. Charlie starts doing jobs for Mr. Bowditch and loses his heart to Radar. Then, when Bowditch dies, he leaves Charlie a cassette tape telling a story no one would believe. What Bowditch knows and has kept secret all his long life is that inside the shed is a portal to another world. King's storytelling and fairy tale soars. This is a magnificent and terrifying tale about another world than ours, in which good is pitted against overwhelming evil, and a heroic boy and his dog must lead the battle. That one was a bit long. So it's just the cover that changes in the W.H. Smith edition to make it purple. And underneath, this is just the regular hardback. This is what it looks like. See, that's actually really cool. I've not seen anything like that before, with that text on the spine. When he spoke, it was again hard to believe that I hadn't stepped into a storybook and become one of the characters. Hello, young prince. I've been expecting you. I've read, like, the opening to this. Honestly, this is so good. I've normally like horror, and it might not be, like, proper horror. It's like new Stephen King. He doesn't really make horror anymore, but still, it looks really, really good. I cannot wait to read this. Okay guys, that's it for today. See you next time, hopefully. Like, subscribe. If you got this far, you've probably already liked and subscribed, but go on, do it on another account. YouTube TOS, that is a joke. Yeah, bye.